Hello, my name is Roxanne, and I wanted to show you all the hats that I made. I'm proud of them. I also wanted to talk about going rogue, but this is a basic sun hat. I don't have the pattern number in front of me, but I used cotton for the top and the bottom. I took a fat quarter and I made bias tape, and then I just lined the inside with the bias tape. The pattern didn't call for that. That was a bright idea I got on my own. But the pattern called for interfacing. And I didn't want to use interfacing. I wanted it to be thin, breathable, and I wasn't sure if the interfacing would allow for that. So I knew it was going to be more of a floppy type of hat, which I'm cool with. I think it turned out nicely. Um, Besides me wondering if you go rogue from time to time, I want to know, how long have you held on to some fabric before you used it? I bought this floral print before COVID, and I just made this hat last year. And I get fabric hoarding, I understand it. I don't want to hold on to too much. I've gotten rid of a little bit within the last few months, but I get you wanting to hold on to it because you may not be able to find it again, or you did get a good price for it, or something like that. But do you sometimes skirt the instructions because you feel like you know better than what the instructions are telling you? And has it worked out? In this case, I was satisfied with how it turned out, although I understand why it calls for interfacing. But I didn't want to do it. I felt like it would make my head hot. Anyway, this was the first one I made, and I liked it so much that I made another one. I'm going to show you. So this is the one I made next. This bold black and white with a neon electric type of yellow, fluorescent yellow on the inside. Now, in this one, I didn't use any bias tape, and I didn't use any for the trim either. But I left these raw edges inside, and I'm wondering, should I clean it up? Can I leave it like this? Who's gonna know the inside looks like this besides me and you? I ain't tell anybody else. So if anybody else knows, that's me, you telling my business. Anyway, I did add another layer of cotton in this one. So there are 3 layers of cotton, and you can see it can hold a little bit. It has a little more structure than the first one. And so it leads me to another thing I just wanted to say, especially if you're somebody like me who can follow the instructions. I can complete the instructions. I can follow the notes and complete something, but it may not always fit. Those smaller alterations and details related to fit, I still have some things to learn when it comes to that. So I just want to say to people whose experience is somewhat limited, don't be too hard on yourself. Don't nitpick your projects when they're finished. I think you should just be happy that you completed it, good or bad. Even if it turns out where it's a little off, I look at that as an opportunity for next time. You can look at where it went off the rails, and I'm going to show you one that kind of went off, but I thought of something new for it. But you can look at those flaws and use them as a tool for next time, how to improve next time. So my last one is this bucket hat, and this is a different pattern. This is from an older pattern that I've had for a while with multiple hats, patterns for hats in the package. So something happened where it's flat on this side, but this side, the brim flares out like it's supposed to. And when I was constructing this hat, I didn't see this happening. Once I was finished and I turned it out, I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't look right. Anyway, I took two flannel shirts. So this is more an upcycle, I guess, remake or whatever. I took two flannel shirts and I made this hat. I even took a pocket from the shirt, shortened it so it would fit on the crown, and now I have a pocket on my hat. What can I put in here? I could put jelly beans in here. Just carry jelly beans around with me. Who says I can't do that? I can do that if I want. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove this part here. But for illustration, I'm just going to fold it in. And then I'm going to make a cap. That'll be cute, right? I'm not getting rid of this. I worked hard on this one. Having to deconstruct a shirt. That took a lot of work. And I was trying to be careful not to mess up other parts of the shirt so I could use little pieces later, because it's a nice brushed feel. So I saved the rest of those shirts for something else. So here are my hats. I'm proud of them. And I want you to be proud of the things that you make too. Even if they're wonky like this, it's finished. It's complete. Be happy about that, because I don't know about you, but I have a few works in progress where I'll come into this room and I will look right at those works in progress and turn my head as if they don't exist and look for something new to start. Like some pants. This is my next one. They're saying super jiffy. One pattern piece. Okay. The pattern piece is huge, but these are some wrap pants that I think will be really cute. And here's the fabric that I'm going to use for the pants. Polyester, but I'm gonna roll with it. I couldn't resist this print. I think it's really pretty. I love this orange. It's just really pretty to me. And then this black trim, I figured this will be the bottom of the pants. So wish me luck. So my questions are, do you go rogue from time to time, and has it worked out for you? And how long have you held on to fabric before you used it, before a project came along and you say, I know exactly the fabric I can use for this? But isn't that a good feeling though? But it encourages us to hold on to stuff for a long time. I know it's hard to get rid of fabric. And I'm not saying that you should. I'm just saying I know it's hard to get rid of it. Anyway, thank you for your time. I'll see you later. I don't know when. I'm just doing this right now because I just wanted to encourage somebody. Don't be discouraged, because there are so many new sewists out here. I see comments where people say, how can I learn how to sew? Can I learn from YouTube? How can I learn? And I think it is so exciting that so many young people are interested in sewing, because it's a valuable skill. Even if you just want to make things for your own enjoyment, or to help family members with mending some of their items, or make some extra money, or even get into costume design and things, you could create a whole career with this skill. So I'm happy to see more people becoming interested in it, and it spurs more creativity. These independent pattern makers that I'm seeing, and these projector type of patterns, it's pretty amazing what pattern making looks like now. And I'm happy to see it, because these commercial patterns, they're cute, they're useful. Some of the items are very practical. Certain tops and bottoms and dresses and things, or baby clothes, they're very practical and useful, but some of them just seem kind of stale, you know? So when I started getting the Know Me patterns or the Mimi G patterns, it reignited something where I was like, this is what I'm talking about. I just don't want to make pants or certain types of dresses all the time. They have very interesting items. So I'm happy that there are new people and younger people with fresh ideas in the space, because the big three, big four, is it three or four? I can't think right now. I'm a little hungry. Anyway, you know who I'm talking about. The big pattern makers, I'm sure you have some thoughts and comments. I'm not ragging on them, but um, I'm happy to see the new people coming in. So I'll see you next time. Bye.